day. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll run it with Jackson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a stop.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Any more than...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Herbert following the turnover. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They go play action now. Jackson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And this is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Chargers offense back out and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Bruin. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now, because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Here's Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination, as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. It's complete to Watt. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield. As does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On second down now, it's Kelly. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Kellen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give. This is Kelly. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert. And he finds Howard complete. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. And so much of football is about mismatches. And here, they're going to line their running back out wide to the right. And I think defensively, there's a little indecision. They weren't quite sure how they wanted to defend that, and they weren't able to until he was way downfield.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now it's Jackson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design. But well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second. Now this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Now Kelly running left.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Kelly with a 1st down and more.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Joshua Kelly
taking it in from 2 yards out. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. The lead is theirs here in the 3rd quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson setting up the screen here to Edwards. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and picked up by the Chargers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee effect? So that challenge, a successful one.
Now Jackson on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
B.C. Johnson,
34 yards.
and the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense got crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Jackson now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his big tight end here. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16, and in for the Ravens touchdown. B.C. Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Pass midfield, look out. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
137 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. This is Kelly. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll hand it off to Kelly. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get